25. And when she mentioned this, 2025 felt like 50 years to me. Like, hey fam, happy new year to you all, guys. So today we are here to talk about our new year resolutions and how some of us don't believe in new year resolution. But guys, pardon my manners, because I know I mentioned in my previous video that I haven't bathed since yesterday, and right now you can actually see me wearing the same dress, yeah, with my traditional cloth on. And before some of you start complaining in the comment section, it is always good for me to report myself first. Yeah, we don't have water and I'm planning to go home. So guys, back to why we are here. So Anita Joseph, let's say a lot of people actually made videos talking about how they don't believe in New Year resolutions and stuff. And Anita Joseph happened to be our favorite actress, a celebrity, and she's always going to be the one that we are going to be using as an example. So she actually said that, and to me, Anita Joseph is way too older than me, and she knows what life is all about. She knows life more than I do, but somehow I'm not here to force my opinions on her or even try to belittle her opinion. Yeah, she's entitled to her own opinion. She's not forcing it on me either. But guys, we just have to always be positive. Yeah, so she actually said she don't believe in New Year resolutions, and she's not the only one. And to me, I feel like it is always good to have New Year resolutions. Having New Year resolutions is like having to plan your year. Like the yeah, you are planning your year. At least at the end of 2024, you want to achieve this, you want to achieve that. It's always good to plan. At the end of the day, I know you are not going to be achieving all, but you are going to be achieving something from your resolutions, because resolutions are like plans, and life is all about planning. If you are a human being and you are not planning, most especially as an adult, and you are not planning, guys, then you are not being useful. You are not being useful to yourself. It is always good to have a New Year resolution. When planning, and her reason is quite, yeah, she said at the end of the day, you wouldn't be achieving what you want to achieve and stuff. Yeah, when planning, you out of 10, you had 10 plans, you want to achieve them by the end of 2024. You must have achieved all this for these 10 things that you wanted for yourself. But guys, while planning towards these 10 things, please make sure out of these 10, you are just going to be achieving 2 out of the 10 or 1 out of the 10. But again, work hard towards all the 10 plans that you had. But your main focus should be like you are going to be achieving 2 out of the 10. But again, like I said earlier, work hard towards the 10, and bearing it in mind that you are only going to be achieving 2 out of the 10 or 1 out of the 10. Why am I saying this? Yeah, we are living this world and we are humans. Like, we don't have our distant lives into our hands. Like, everything is in the hands of God. He's the one protecting us and directing us, and he knows the best for us. He knows what he has ordained for us. He knows what is good for us too. While we are planning, he is also having his own master plans of us, and he will always direct us in his own ways. But guys, that does not mean that we shouldn't plan. Yeah, we should plan. We should plan. Even in school, that you are being given a book, or you are being given a lessons, and maybe you have this kind of hopes that out of this 10, I'm going to be scoring 10 over 10. But at the end of the day, you make a little mistake and it will be like you scored 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. This is book we are talking about. How much more a life, or living a life that is not in our power to, like, we don't have any control of. Everything is just in the hands of God, and He's the one directing us, like I said earlier, and we don't have any power of it. But again, we need to plan. And out of these plans, maybe you plan for 10 and be sure that you are only going to be achieving 2 out of the 10 or 1 out of the 10. But again, work hard towards the 10, bearing it in mind that you are going to be achieving 2 or 1 out of the 10. Why am I saying this? Because of disappointments. At the end of the day, if you couldn't achieve all the 10, you wouldn't be disappointed because you couldn't achieve 10, all the 10 plans that you had. But the 2 that you had in mind, if you're able to achieve that 2, then you'll be like, you are grateful to God. You know how to embrace your God and to be thankful to Him and be grateful to Him too. If it's 1, 2, you know how to be grateful to Him. And so let's say out of the 10, you worked hard towards it, but bearing it in mind that you are not going to be achieving the whole 10, but maybe you only had plans that you are going to be achieving 2. And at the end of the day, you didn't even achieve these 2, or you didn't even achieve 1, but you were able to achieve 4 out of the 10 or 5 out of the 10. Guys, you'll be in cloud 9 because you feel like, yeah, you never imagined, you never imagined, even though you worked hard towards it, but you never imagined you are going to be achieving the 4 or 5 out of this 10. So little things like this it's like marriage. When you are getting married, you are just thinking about the good side of marriage. So once you get to realize that, yeah, it is not all that rosy, you want to walk out of it. Yeah, and it is very bad. This same thing happened to life. Yeah, it applies to life that we are living. You know, you always have to be positive. Like, you shouldn't always expect the good side of it. No, it is never going to be happening. Like, expecting the good side of life. Never. It is never going to happen. You know, I had plans. Yeah, 2019, I had my New Year resolutions, and I was like, I want to be married by 2021, and I want to be in my country, that is Ghana. I want to be in Ghana in 2020, and at least in 2021 I will get married, have my child. And till date, I'm still here in Saudi Arabia. And I had never imagined. I remembered I was discussing with my sister, and I was like, I want to be going back to Ghana in 2020. And she said, why 2020? 2020 is just too soon. As for her, she's going to be living in 2025. And when she mentioned this, 2025 felt like 50 years to me, like so far. But right now, I'm still here and my sister is in Ghana. She never imagined it. What happened? She felt sick, and at the end of the day, she had to travel back to Ghana, at least to be taken care of. This, she never planned leaving. She actually left early 2021. She actually left, that was January in 2021. She left to Ghana. And this going back in 2021 was never part of her plans. And me, that I wanted to leave in 2020, feeling like I can't do it again. I'm tired of Saudi Arabia. I'm tired of this. I want to go and get married. I can't do this again. I can't do this again. Today I am here. Can you see how God is working? Like, can you see how God is actually working in our lives? He knows what is good for us, and we are here doing some. It is always good to have plans. As human, it's always good to have plans. But again, while planning, let's put Him first and allow Him do His things. But that doesn't mean that we should be useless or helpless. It's always good to plan. It is always good to plan. I know my grammar is actually grammar in your ears, but I know some of you are getting what I'm trying to say here. Let's just believe in Him and allow Him do His own things. Yeah, let's just believe in him. Let's just believe in him, and let's just keep working hard and planning, and also allow him to always direct us to what he thinks is good for us. So guys, don't forget to leave your thoughts under the comment section, like, subscribe, then stay tuned for my next video. Bye.